So, there are a lot of mouse mods or songs that I want to talk about, but couldn't really cover in the mouse marathon because they were either just visualizers or, weren't playable, or the mod was canned and never made public. That sort of stuff, Or they're just planned to release in the future and I just haven't gotten around to it. Or they're just too short of mods. My point being, there's a lot of stuff I want to cover but couldn't really fit into here. So, why not just throw them all into one video, We have 50 songs on our hands. I know I said 65 before, but I decided to remove SNS and SNS Legacy. Just because I don't really want to talk about Mace stuff. It's just so bad. But still, I really like what we have covered today. So, without further ado, let's jump right on in. Oh, this isn't ranked worst to best, it's just going through the mods. So, Cesar, the guy that made Dustin, made his own mouse song called Misfortune, and yeah, this song's amazing, as we expected from Dustin, from the Dustin guy, and also this will place top half in Dustin. I will die on that hill. This sounds genuinely incredible. I love this song. Mickey sounds incredible. Oh, yeah, it sounds just like Mickey, but at the same time, like, it feels like it's progressively getting more insane as the song goes on, and it sounds really nice. I really like how it sounds. I really like how they make it sound more insane as the song goes on. BS chromatic is really good. It's good. It just helps with the songs, like, really being like just more fun. And yeah, speaking of the song is in swing, which, let's go baby, I love swing. The whistling throughout the song also sounds really nice. It's like, it's mixed like really well to where like, you can hear it, but it's not like overbearingly loud. It sounds really nice. And like the instrumental is just so jazzy and fun. I love it. And then there's the melodies, which, yeah, they're just kind of typical swing melodies, but like that doesn't stop them from sounding amazing. I really love swing, so frankly, typical swing melodies still sound amazing. Overall, this first half is an absolute vibe. I love it. It sounds just really nice and funky. It just sounds so, again, it just sounds really nice. I really, really like it a lot. But then, we have the saxophone bit. I love saxophone so much. It genuinely has bumped a song up a tier for me, just cause saxophone. I love saxophone that much. It sounds so nice. And then, and then it just kicks in the second half where it just gets more, where Mickey just gets more crazy. Like the key changes, the melody get even better, and this song is just so good. If there's one problem I have with this song, I don't really like the fake out. I'm not really one for fake outs unless they're like genuinely executed that well. But this one, like the song again, the song just stops, and yeah, that's just. I don't like that. I don't like how the song just stops to achieve the fake out. It's like the #1 way to kill a fake out for me. It just doesn't work. It's very frustrating. But other than that, this song is fantastic. I love it to no end. S-. Check this one out for yourself, man. It's so good. Downcast is so nice. I really like this song a lot. First up, Mickey's whistling is just really well done. It sounds like sounds really nice. Nice. And BS Schmack is very, very weird. I don't know how to describe, but I think it sounds pretty good. Mickey sounds really nice. It sounds like he's like starting to lose hope just about everything. Whether or not he'll get out of this endless cycle of just walking down the street over and over again. And then the second half kicks in. The song overall goes for this really nice tone I like, where there's this small spark of hope that keeps the song as just nice and lively as it is, yet the song still manages to feel hopeless at the same time. It's genuinely a really good tone to hit. I really like how it does its tone. And the duet as well just sounds so nice. The melodies are really good. The instrumental picks up a bit. I say that's my biggest problem. The instrumental isn't doing a whole lot, but like the piano still sounds nice, and I don't know, man. It's just really soothing to listen to. That's the best how I can describe this song. It's just very soothing. A tier. I really like this song. O's laughter is so good. I really like this one. I'll just get my biggest problem out of the way. I feel like the song is like a tad repetitive, especially with the ba 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 ba, because it's used a lot throughout the song. When I wish there was some more like original melodies to the song. Like there are there, and they do sound really good. But the ba 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 melody does get used quite frequently throughout the song. But I still really like this song. The ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba melody is still really good, even if it is used quite a lot. But Mickey sounds really good. He's like really expressive throughout the song, and just sounds really nice. I like the key change at the end. I think it works pretty well, and it makes the song stand out a lot more compared to other Happy remakes. BF uses default chromatic this time, and it sounds pretty damn good. I just really like how it sounds. I also really love that as the song goes on, the song as a whole just gets more and more frantic. Like, the instrumental like builds and builds. Starts off as like just like a better Happy, but as it gets more and more, it's just like there's just more going on, and it sounds really good. But just encapsulating like how much more like how Mickey's just gone insane, and yeah, so the song gets more frantic. I also love the instrumental at the end. The 8-bit instruments are like a weird inclusion, but they sound so good. I don't even mind it. I love it. Honestly, I just really enjoy this song, and I cannot wait for what SNS Absolute has in store. A tier. This is really good. Showstopper. This one took a little while for me to fully like it. Now, I really like it. First off, again, like I said in Misfortune, I love swing, and this song isn't swing. And the melody is being so fast and funky, and man, this song is just such a groove. Though I will say, some of the melodies are a little iffy. It can be a little bit clunky at times, but it's not too much to where it's like, it ruins the experience, thankfully. Mickey sounds really good. It's like, his chromatic like has this weird filter on it, where it makes it sound like he's like about to start decaying. And he just sounds really good, dude, with it. I'll say, for the final song of the week, this song surprisingly doesn't really do a whole lot. Like, I'm not complaining about that, obviously. I'm just like, you know, for a final song, I was just expecting a little more. But what we have, I'm still happy with. It's still really, really good. But I feel like it's also kind of like what's really holding this back for me. The song's just lack of really doing much until the ending, when it all slows down, which is a really, really good ending and everything still sounds great. How I say it sounds even better than before. But for like the first 2.5 minutes, I don't know, the song just doesn't really go anywhere. And like, I'm not really complaining about that a whole lot, because again, this song still sounds really good. But still, I could have used a little more here. A-. We got very strong. I just wish there was a little more going on. Alright, I quite like White Noise Overhaul. First off, this instrumental's really good. It's pretty simple little rock, but I like rock. And, you know, the guitar sounds great, the drums and stuff, it's all really, really good.
Beazle sounds really good. It feels like there's actually effects in his voice, and it makes him sound like he's actually come out of a TV to try and, you know, get you.
And BF also sounds pretty good. You know, there's a lot more emotion in his voice than in, like, pretty much all the songs he's got so far. It feels like he's actually confused and a little afraid as to what's going on. And the melodies, too, they're also good. Well, they're not really, I think it's probably my biggest problem with the song. All of it's very good, it's very solid, I like the vocals, I like the instrumental, I like the melodies, but, I don't know, I just don't feel like I get any more past it's pretty damn good. And, I don't know, I just feel like, you know, maybe there could have been more going on. The song's perfectly fine as is, I don't really have any complaints, but, like, it doesn't, like, wow me in any way, you know? So, I'd say like a B+ is like appropriate for this. Very strong, just nothing crazy.
Sinful Vision. Okay. I don't really like this one. Really don't like this one very much at all. First off, where that sounds chromatic in this first half is just really, really bad. The high pitch and the bit crush just don't really sit too well. And while that definitely can work, i.e. so retro, this one, it just doesn't really sound that good to me. It comes off as annoying. The instrumental is decent enough, but it's not really doing a whole lot. It's kind of just piano and drums, and like there's not too much more to it. And BF sounds pretty good. It's definitely one of his weaker performances of the mob, but yeah, he still sounds pretty solid. And the melodies ain't too bad. They're pretty fun and bouncy, I guess. That's the main thing that really just sits wrong with me is just Mickey's chromatic, which just does not sound good to me at all. I really don't like it. So yeah, a very, very weak first half. However, the song second half changes things up. The song is a lot more intense. And, yeah, it's just more intense. Mickey has a different chromatic. However, honestly, I'm still not the biggest fan of how it sounds. Some of his high notes feel like he's definitely like going out of his range and just trying to strain his voice to hit the higher notes. It feels just, I don't really like it. I'll say I actually like the instrumental now. It's really, really good. Good, you know, going on with all the rock instruments and stuff. It sounds really strong. I really like it. And BF sounds about as he did on par with the first half in terms of quality. I'll say I feel like it's a bit hard to hear real mouse in a few areas, but for the most part, it's perfectly fine. Overall, it's not awful. It's just I really don't like either of Real Mouse's chromatics. The first half one's noisy, and the second half one just does not sound good to me whatsoever. And although some of the other aspects are pretty strong, I don't feel like it's anything to get it out of a D+. If you like it, good for you. Personally, not really that big of a fan of it. Okay, really darkened this, yeah, it's bad. It's just pretty bad. First off, my biggest problem with the song is just Mickey's chromatic. Again, like in a similar version, it's just the Mickey chromatic mainly. It's glitching out. It's not like something like, say, Mindless, where like the glitching like kind of flows naturally within the song. Here it just comes off as more annoying. And then Oswald also doesn't really he sounds fine. It's not one of the better uses of this chromatic, and considering I don't really like this chromatic, and I feel like it comes off as kind of annoying. Frankly, this is a perfectly okay usage of it. I don't mind it at all. The voice line here is fine. It makes sense. It's just like a glitchy version of the "I'll kill you, your children, your neighbor." That old line. Yeah, it's fine. And the melodies are... They're mostly just kind of like slightly tweaked melodies from Really Happy. And I wasn't like the biggest fan of Really Happy's melodies. They're just kind of eh. And the instrumental's there, it's serviceable. Really isn't doing a whole lot. Yeah, that's kind of the biggest problem. The chromatics just aren't really that great. And it just leaves the song feeling kind of... I don't really like it. Another D+. I It's not awful, but it's just and then the bad chromatics just kind of kill it for me. Really Psychotic is decent enough, I suppose. I don't know. Mickey sounds pretty good. Although it's nothing like a crazy or anything. I just like how he sounds. And, yeah, same with BF. I like the little bit of a little effect on his voice that makes him, like, sound corrupted. It's not neat. The instrumental is pretty good. It's not doing a whole lot, but I will say during the chorus where it goes like bop 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 bop, it gets very annoying after a while because I don't want to say a pause, but like it's just like da 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 da, it's just like a bunch of quick pauses for like no reason, and it sounds really weird. I don't like it. I mean, the rest of the song is pretty good. Again, making it sound good. Sure, what's not doing that. Again, like I said, it's nice. The melodies are also pretty good. Although I don't like how the second half is literally just the first half again. It just makes it feel pointless. Like, I know that's how the original went, but like, considering so many of the other songs in the FNF Overhaul, like, changed the song up drastically, I don't know, this feels like a bit of a letdown. The key at the end is also pretty good, but then like the instrumental just like do the ba 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 ba. It goes to the ba ba ba. And it gets even more annoying because like it just doesn't really sound that great. The vocals are fine enough, I guess. The Mickey's high notes do sound a little rough, I will say. And yeah, I don't have much else to say. The song isn't a whole lot, but it's decent for what it is. B-. Nothing special, but nothing terrible at the same time. Really Psychotic reshipped. This one's actually pretty damn good. That's probably definitely more of a guilty pleasure for me, I'll say that. I really like this song. First off, I like how weird Mickey's chromatic sounds. Like, it sounds like the SNS Mickey, but just off enough to where, like, I wouldn't... It's definitely not a blend between the SNS and versus Mouse, Mickey's, like in the original version, but it sounds actually good, so, you know, I'm not gonna complain. BF uses the chromatic I don't really like all too much. However, it's actually used well, unlike 95% of the times that he uses this chromatic. I also really like the melodies. They're really freaking catchy, especially the duets with the... It's so nice to listen to. I really like these melodies a lot. And the instrumental as well, it just sounds really, really nice. There's not a whole lot in this song past the surface level, so I don't have too much to say about this one. But it's a very, very good song, and I still quite enjoy it. B+. You know, if I had a nickel for every time my favorite in an SNS remake was a song's take on Joe Jacobs 666's version of the Mouse Stud AVI story, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice. Anyway, yeah, Eyeless is really, really good. First off, I just really like how McKinley sounds. Yes, that's his name. It's kind of like in Deep Void. He just sounds so empty, and I really like it. And BF also sounds really nice. The melodies are also just really nice. They manage to sound both sad, but also as well they kind of get stuck in your head, honestly. They kind of stuck in your head, honestly. A little like melody in the beginning that goes. Man, it just sounds so nice. And then the instrumental Wait, what? Okay, it sounds good, but why? Why is it trap? Why is it trap? Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't think, like, I don't think trap is the best fit for a mouse song. Like, it sounds good. It sounds very good. But also, why? Like, the opening and the ending have, like, this really, like, melancholy and, like, sad tone to it. But, like, I don't know, the trap just kind of throws me off a little bit. I do still like how it sounds. It's just, I don't know. I wish it would have taken more of a direction that did in the opening and the ending, where it's just like really like melancholy and somber. So that might have a bit of missed potential there. Still, overall, it's a decent instrumental. I just wish it went in a bit of a different direction. Still, A+. This is my favorite of SNS Overhaul, but we still have a couple more songs from this mod to go. So, let's move on to those. So, both Lucky and Posed Laughter are composed by Olamac31. Olamac does not miss, and I will make that very clear in the future rankings. But yeah, this is basically just a decent Mr. Happy, but it's a very strong one. Frankly, I think this is a little bit better than Posed Laughter. Mainly with, weirdly enough, Oswald's chromatic, which is really weird. I don't really like this chromatic a lot. I mean, as I said before, it kind of annoys me a little bit, but it's just really used really well here. It makes it feel like he's like about to like completely lose it. You're like barely keeping itself together. It sounds really good actually. The melodies are also really strong. They're not like too different from Posed Laughter or anything, but they're honestly a lot stronger than Posed Laughter's on. I just kind of like how they sound more. The best way I can describe Lucky is just kind of a slightly enhanced Posed Laughter. Better vocals, better melodies, and a better instrumental. Well, kinda? I don't know. I think for the most part, the instrumental is better than Posed Laughter, but I feel like around when Oswald goes insane, it doesn't really pick up as much as I feel like it should. So at least the part feeling a little underwhelming. Kind of like Happy in SNS 2.5. You know, the like lack of oomph in the instrumental just kind of leaves a little underwhelming, but I still do like it quite a bit. Overall, yeah, A tier. I quite like this a lot. Ooh, this one's Violent Lucky is so good. First off, let me just get my main issue out of the way. It's not really an issue, I guess it is, but I feel like the instrumental is just kind of serviceable for most of the song. It's not bad, but like, I don't know. It just kind of like serves its purpose, and that's it. It sounds decent. I don't know. It doesn't do like a whole lot for me. It's just kind of like you know, these are those kind of intense songs on MP3. Like, not bad, but also I'm not really getting a whole lot from it. But these vocals, dude, these vocals are so good. There's just this like extra bit of like oomph in the melodies that just gives the vocals just so much more life to them. I love it. And yeah, the melodies they just get stuck in the head so much, especially the I love it. It sounds so good. Yeah, Oswald and BF sound really good. Like, not a whole lot to them. Like I said, the melodies just give them this like extra bit of life to them. And yeah, I don't know, they just sound really, really good. I just like the part where like the song just kind of slows down and it goes into like the Wistfulness D-sides melody and the dun 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 dun. That also sounds really nice. A nice little break from the song's like constant intensity once the beat kicks in. And yeah, just a very strong vocal set. Just kind of held back by the instrumentals, just kind of being not bad, but just kind of serviceable, and that's a bit of a bummer. But I still really, really like this song a lot. A tier. Yeah, I just really, really like this song a lot. I'm gonna do this little thing where after every mod I cover, not necessarily the singular songs, just like a single OST for like a mod, maybe even like two, like even including like the ones with only 2 songs in it. I might as well just give my overall thoughts on them. And honestly, I quite like SNS Overhaul. It's a very solid OST. Like, here's my list. This is like genuinely a very strong OST. It's a shame it got cancelled, but hey, at least we have SNS Absolute to look forward to. Overall, I just like the OST. I think they took everything that the original SNS had going for it, and they just improved on it. And yeah, it's basically all I have to say. It's just a very strong OST. Shame it got cancelled. Next up is all of the cancelled stuff for the SNS 2.5 or, well, SNS retake update. So, let's delve right onto it with a song that, well, you know it, you love it, and I'm of course talking about... $5 chicken sandwich, baby, let's fucking go! Anyway, yeah, despite the fact that, this song's name is, yeah, the song's kind of awesome. Like, genuinely, this is literally just Happy from SNS Retake, but, like, slightly better in, like, every single aspect. The vocals are, like, sound even better, they just have more, like, expression to them, and they sound a lot nicer. the instrumental has a lot more oomph to it, especially during the ending. Like, the ending actually has like some form of impact now. Even it's still nothing like super crazy. It hits and it's really, really good. Yeah, that's kind of The melody's still the same. I think the two melodies are still a bit iffy, but like other than that, the song's still awesome. I don't have a whole lot to say because this is basically just the retake version of Happy, but like enhanced. But hey, it still sounds really, really good even then. A+. Are we happy? God, I love this song so much. It's so good. First off, something just a really nice calm before the storm. Making Via sound pretty good, and the melodies are also really solid. There's nothing like noteworthy here, but I do enjoy this part. But then the beat kicks in. I love how like mangled and distorted Mickey sounds. His body's just crumbling and decaying as the tape around him starts to completely distort and every, like, building around starts to fall apart. You get a sense that just everything has gone wrong and all that's left is just you against this being in agony that you just can't comprehend. It sounds just so good. And then the BF uses his chromatic that I don't like, but it sounds fantastic. Like, actually, I love how it's used here. It makes him sound so much more confused and just, I wouldn't say scared, but more just astonished at what's going on, but he just tries to, like, brush it off and tries to sing with Mickey anyways. I love the, like, energy of the song as well. It feels so frantic and chaotic. And it's really well done, unlike a certain song we'll get to later, but that's not important right now. It all just comes together to make this, like, really fast-paced, frantic, energetic song where it's just complete chaos. But at the same time, it's still, like, extremely followable and, like, and the melodies as well, they're just, like, really good. I also like how the song, like, takes its breaks every now and then. Though I do like the intensity. I feel like if it was just 4.5 minutes intensity, I would get, not boring, but, like, just kind of, you know, I feel like I'd get tired of it after a while. And then it just makes the parts where it kicks back up just so much more impactful. And I love it. I guess if I had to, like, nitpick one thing, I guess the song could have had, like, a bit more, like, variation going on with it. Because, while, yeah, like, again, it slows down and it makes it more varied. The parts where, like, is actually really intense and frantic, which takes up the majority of the song, they feel kind of samey. And while they do sound incredible, I love it, I do wish there's just more, like, things to differentiate all the intense sections, rather than, like, just the melodies. Still, I really, really, really like this song a lot. S minus. Very fast paced and very, very fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's happy. Pico makes dude like, come on! But, even though it is indeed happy Pico mix, I don't really care for this one. First off, the song is in a lower key, and, it's fine. I don't really think Mickey sounds, like, as good in this lower key, but, like, for the most part, it's perfectly fine, and I don't really mind all too much. It still sounds good. However, Pico is... I mean, he sounds fine, I guess. I don't really have any strong feelings on how he sounds, but, like... It just doesn't really hit that well. Like, his Week 3 comeback especially just does not sound good. Like, there's not really, like, anything functionally wrong with it, I just don't like how it sounds. And his weekend vocals are fine, I guess. Again, nothing wrong with them, I just don't really care for how they sound. So yeah, with being a key that the vocals that make it doesn't sound as good, and Pico I'm just not being a fan of how Pico sounds. Yeah, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of this song. It's not bad, I just don't really care for it. C+. Not terrible, but not impressive. Okay, unhappy erect. Oh boy. Alright, so, this is good. Definitely weaker than, the regular happy and, retake, but it's still good. I feel my biggest problem was just that, like, you know, they sped it up, and, I don't really think the melodies sound nearly as, like, amazing as they did. Now it's, like, faster. It doesn't really work as well to me. But it still sounds deep. It still sounds solid enough, I guess. And, yeah. Most of the melodies are all the same from, the original, from Unhappy, from Retake. And, you know, I really like those melodies, so it's still very, very strong. I think instrumental, it's neat. It's a pretty nice vibe. And this, like, especially the clarinet at the start, that sounded so good. Yeah, I mean, overall, yeah, not much to say. A lot of the, like, remix stuff in the for Retake is at least somewhat similar to the original, so there's not, like, a whole lot to, like, dissect. But I still think this one's pretty good. Like, B+. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so, I guess spoiler ahead, all the erect mixes are worse. Every single one of them. But, yeah, this one's bad. This one's just really bad. Let's just get the thing that absolutely kills this song out of the way. The vocals, oh my goodness. You'd think I wouldn't mind them too much because they're about the same quality as they are in regular Happy. Oh, they don't even have that those two bad melodies that I don't like from base Happy Retake. But the problem with that is they're constantly duetting, and their vocals don't really blend well together, so it just kind of sounds like noise throughout like a decent portion of the song. Other than that, I mean, it's not great either way. The melodies that I can make out, they're fine, I guess, but they're not really anything crazy. Again, the vocals sound pretty good, but again, they just kind of blend together into the same kind of like noise. And I just don't like that at all. The instrumental is just kind of there. It's certainly an instrumental, and yeah, I feel like I wouldn't like mind the song too much, but God, the vocals just do not like mesh together like at all, and it just does not really work that well. E, I really don't like this. This is just not good. Once again, no favorite part because all the parts are about the same quality-wise, and it's really just not worth me picking a favorite part. So I want to open this off by just saying, really happy from SNS Retake has, substantially grown on me since, when I talked about it in the SNS, Retake video. I actually really like how Mickey sounds now. I think it's a really cool way to sort his voice. And this and Really Happy Erect really isn't that much different from the Really Happy and Retake, but they removed his effect, which, like, again, with my new opinion on Really Happy, is really unfortunate, because that kind of, like, makes him lose, like, you know, the whole, like, he's gone insane, he's, like, lost his marbles and stuff. And now he just sounds so, like, normal now. I don't know, it just doesn't sound as good. It still sounds good, obviously, I just wish there was more to it. The melodies are about the same as they are in Really Happy Retake. There's not really a whole lot to comment on there. They're still pretty good, but some of them still don't hit super well. The regular Mickey part is decent. I guess I kind of like how they slowed it down, trying to give like more impact and stuff. But the melodies are the exact same as they are in base Really Happy Retake. So yeah, and I still don't really care for that part all too much. So this is good, but not really anything crazy. And then the ending, the melodies aren't great, and yeah. Like, I feel like the biggest problem with the song is just that I wish Mickey kept like the effect on his voice from Base Really Happy. But this song's still good. It's still a very good song. I just don't like it as much as Really Happy. Take that. B+. Yeah, I don't have much to say. It's good. Are we happy erect? Okay, so right now it sounds like it's not too bad, right? The song is like it's about the same. It's a bit higher up, but it's a bit higher pitch, but it's fine so far. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? Please stop. Please, no. This song is the FNF equivalent of a whiplash. Like, you're driving on the highway at insanely fast speeds, and then you stop, and then you just get, like, jostle around the car. And then the car, like, and the car just goes from 0 to Mach 20 in a span of a split second, and then you just get jostle all around the car. That's how it feels like. Because this song is constantly changing a BPM, it's going faster, and then it crashes down, and then it goes faster. Oh my god, it's so bad. It just makes for such bad pacing, and I hate it. But sure, the song is not. Sure, the song is like structure and how it's like constantly going up and down. It's a bad thing, but surely the melodies are good, right? This is just Soulless Overjoy again. Because the fast parts, just like Soulless Overjoy, are so fucking fast that it becomes like so fucking hard to follow the melody, and it just becomes an absolute mess. Like, I guess the vocals aren't used the worst for these melodies, but these melodies are so... But the melodies are just so awful that the vocals just have no chance to sound good, because again, it's so fucking fast when these melodies are not made to go that fast. It just becomes a complete and utter mess, and I hate it. I guess the instrumental is like okay, it's still fairly intense, and I guess it serves its job fine enough. But it just, God, these vocals suck. And another thing, like the transitions between like all of the like BPM changes are so abrupt and clunky. It's just, there's just no like seamless flow. It's just an abrupt cut to the BPM change. It sounds, it sounds awful. I hate this song. This is the worst song in this video. F tier. This is, They did it. They made Satanic Static good. Great even. This song's actually really good. White Noise 2.5 is just Satanic Static but good. Like, you gotta understand, Satanic Static is one of my least favorite FNF songs. It is awful in every conceivable way, but this is like great. These all sound really good. I like the, like, I can tell there's like a little bit of effects on his voice, and it actually works to make him sound pretty good. And BF's chromatic is like weird, but I quite like it, honestly. It's a pretty solid chromatic. And then melodies, like, they did not sound good at all in Satanic Static, but that was mainly just because the vocals in Satanic Static were just terrible. But here, with good chromatics, it sounds really good. It's really catchy, honestly. Dun, 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 dun. Like, it's just really fun. And the instrumental as well. It's nothing crazy, but I quite like it. It's pretty nice and fun to listen to. However, then we get to the biggest improvement of Satanic Static. His girlfriend in Satanic Static used her hypnochromatic. It was really bit crushed and really shitty. Here, she has a new chromatic that's good, and it sounds great. I guess I wish her chromatic gave off more of that feeling that she's been, like, you know, brainwashed by Beazle. But I think that's how the state she's in, and that's what makes the most sense. But yeah, she sounds really good. Her melodies are actually able to sound good because, again, her chromatic is good, and the instrumental isn't, like, filled with weird noises like how it was in the original. Overall, this is just a song that just takes everything and just makes it good. And, well, really good, in fact. I really like this song. A-. This is a very good song. Takes everything about Satanic Static and makes it good. Adds on a little section at the end that also sounds really good. It's just so good. Like, oh my god. Blinded by Sin. Ooh, this one's great. This one's really good. First off, I really like how Relapse Mouse sounds. He sounds so much more like angry and like snarly than the original. Hell, even probably more than Blindness Bolt, honestly. He sounds great. And BF also sounds really good. I like how it's just a pitch down default BF. I've said this before, I like it when BF is pitched down and it sounds really, really nice. I like the melodies, they're really good. And unlike Bass Blinded by Sin, this song actually like has good vocals, so it actually sounds good. I think that's on a lot of like the remixes of the mod. They just kind of like take the foundation of the original versions of these songs and just give them functional vocals and make them sound listenable without like doing anything like super different. Which obviously isn't always true. Like, Really Happy is quite a bit different, but my point still stands. Some of these, like, and including Blind by Sin, are just kind of are somewhat faithful. But hey, this sounds good, so I'm not complaining. I like the gunshots. They flow pretty well, and like, they're just integrated naturally through the song, and it also creates. It's also still a pretty solid beat. The instrumental isn't really anything like crazy or anything. It's probably like the one thing holding this back. I mean, like super great or anything. Because I'm not getting a whole lot of instrumental. It's fairly simple. It's pretty nice, but like there's not a whole lot to it. The melodies, though, are very strong, especially here. Like, they're just really catchy. Honestly, they get stuck in my head all the time. So yeah, a song that functions pretty well, and yeah, I don't mind it. B+. Just a very, very good song all around. Melancholy is not a very good song. The instrumental isn't really great. The first half, like, the piano sounds nice, I guess, but the rest of the instrumental is so it's just not interesting at all. And then, like, in the second half, there's, like, this drop, and, like, and then the instrumental just becomes so, tonally off. It's, like, extremely jarring, and I don't like that at all. It just makes for a very off instrumental. And not in, like, the kind of off of, like, something like, I don't know, Faker. No, there's, like, trying to be. This is more of, like, why is it like this? The kind of off. Mickey and BS sound fine. Like, I guess there's nothing functional with how they sound. I just don't care. And the melodies also aren't very interesting. And like I said before, this like drop, I guess, not only is it like I said earlier, just tonally off, but also the vocals don't really like, you know, pop off like you know how I feel like this instrumental kind of wants them to, and it just leads to something very underwhelming and not really well executed. So yeah, for being just kind of uninteresting and not really being a good song for the Macabre experiment, at least to me. Yeah, I don't really like this song. D, honestly. It's just not good. A Fate Worse Than Death. Hey, this one's pretty good. I'd say this is actually quite a bit similar to Shippy's A Fate Worse Than Death. However, I think there's a few strengths here that make me prefer this over Shippy's. First off, well, actually, most of my praises for this just come in the dun, 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 part, because like I said earlier in the video, in Shippy's part, it did like a ba 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 that had impact, but I don't know, I didn't really like it too much. Thankfully, it's not here, and that just makes it sound more. That just makes it sound cleaner to me. And Mickey's chromatic in that part is now his insane chromatic, which, as I said before, I really like it. So that's nice. I don't really have a whole lot else to say, honestly. Again, like I said, this is very similar to the Shippy's. I already talked about Shippy's earlier on. However, yeah, I don't know. The melody's still good, the instrumental's still pretty solid. BF still sounds nice. Although I will say, BF doesn't have the effect on his voice like how Shippy's had, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I think the like strength that this has are a bit more than the downsides here. But yeah, I really just don't have a lot else to say. B tier. Twisted Tale is really good. The instrumental is really nice. The piano is so like bouncy and fun. It's just such an absolute jam to listen to. I really like this a lot. I also quite like both Felix and VF sound. It's nothing crazy, and Felix's chromatic isn't like the best fit for him, but it's still nice and charming. And the melodies as well, they're also pretty solid and catchy. I feel like there's nothing really wrong with this song, it just doesn't do anything, like, special. It's a very simple song, which is kind of why I don't really have much of anything to say about it. It's fun, it feels kind of mischievous, but there's not really a whole lot to it. And Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much of anything to say about this song. It's very fun, very catchy. Yeah, B tier. This is the song on this list I have the least to say about. Neo Happy is surprisingly really good. Like, I think I'm quite fond of Neo, but at the same time, Neo definitely has some rough spots. But also, this ain't one of them. Also, this is a really good Neo. This is a really good Neo remix of Happy. I love how much funkier everything is. It's all just like really cool, really catchy. Though, like, I definitely say, like, kind of, like, fits the aesthetics of, if you ask me. And it's not, like, super far off from Happy. You know, you still have a very similar structure, but, like, the melodies are all different, and they are really catchy. It's just, yeah, it's just an absolute vibe. Mickey sounds as good as he usually does in this mod, and BF has a new chromatic, but he sounds good. I don't mind it. I quite like sounds. All in all, yeah, just a solid Neo remix of Happy. A tier. Uncanny Vibe. This one's like really, really good. The main thing I really like about this song is the vocals. They're really good. There's a lot of expression, like personality to their vocals. Mickey here sounds... I mean, it sounds kind of like Mickey, but that's enough to where it sounds, well, not Mickey. Almost as if he sounds uncanny. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll see myself out. And BF sounds really good. Again, there's a lot of like expression to his voice, and yeah, I just really like how it sounds. And the instrumental and melodies do a good job of keeping things like intense. And yeah, I don't know, it's just very, very solid. And then the song gets more intense and faster, almost as if you're being chased down by this thing. And it's also my favorite part. It really does sound like you're getting, like, chased down by something Sonic the DXC style. And considering the nature of this song, frankly, I would not be surprised if that was actually the case. It's just a funny little idea. And then, like, the song just kind of goes back into, like, a faster version of what I was singing before. And, yeah, I don't know. I very much like this song. Again, just kind of simple, but very, very, very good for what it is. A minus, honestly. I quite like it. Ooh, I really, really like Synthesized Suffering. The song's great. First off, like, Mickey's chromatic is, like, really, really good. It sounds so weird. It sounds like this, like, mangled and melted corpse, and I love it. The BF sounds really good. It really sounds like a mix between his, like regular SNS chromatic and, like, the other, like, SNS Legacy chromatic. It's like this weird, like, it kind of sounds this weird blend between the two, and it sounds really good. I really like it a lot. And the melodies as well, like, they don't change all of them, but, like, they, like, the ones they change, they, like, make it so that, like, the vocals, like, really work with them. It takes, like, full advantage of what the how the vocals are, and it just works really well. The instrumental as well is pretty good. I do wish the guitar was more prominent, because, like, at the beginning it was, like, shredding. It was, like, it was taking center stage. It was going off, but for the rest of the song, it's kind of taking a step back, which, like, I get it, gotta get the vocals shine, but I feel like you can make it a bit more prominent while still letting the vocals, you know, do their thing. I guess the only, like, real, like, issue I have with this song is that I feel like some of the duets can come out a little messy. I don't think Mickey does, like, the fast melodies, like, the best. Like, it sounds fine, but could definitely be a lot stronger. But other than that, this song is great. I really like this song a lot. A minus. I just really vibe with this song. Portrait Tune Pico mix is surprisingly good, like, really good. I like the little funk this one has. It's just, it just makes it just the song just as a whole, like, way catchier and more fun. The mixing is good this time. Like, it's not perfect, but, like, it's a hell of a lot better than it was in bass Portrait Tune. And, like, it makes a lot, and I can actually, like, hear the vocals pretty well now. So that's nice. I like the duet here. Pico's just, like, constantly going off the whole song, and he sounds really, really good. Although I will say, here, There's like some parts of like those, like the duet here where it just kind of, oh, it just kind of feels like the vocals aren't like very. The vocals aren't really like meshing with each other super well, and it's just a little messy. But other than that, like, it's still very, very good. It's just like surprisingly really catchy. The instrumental goes kind of in. I really like the all the percussion sounds. The melodies are also a lot better than the original. It's all just like the original, but just good, and it's pretty damn good at that. It's nothing like spectacular or anything. Hell, it's only a B+, but like, considering it's Tortured Tune Pico Mix, I was expecting much worse. And that was the SNS retake portion of this video. Yeah, just like SNS Overhaul, it's unfortunate this mod got canned, but oh well. Here's my tiers for this mod. Yeah, just a pretty solid track record altogether. Anyway, nothing upcoming will be as big as the last two that we did. They're all going to be either much smaller mods or just one-offs with only visualizers. So, let's move on, shall we? Really Psychotic Dusk Dawn is the best version of Really Psychotic, and it isn't close. BF uses his default chromatic, which honestly sounds a lot better than like the other chromatics that I've been used to this song. It sounds really good. Especially the duets, he's just so expressive. I love it a lot. And then Mickey is just it kind of like some other remixes. It's just kind of an edited version of his SNS chromatic. But hey, it still sounds very, very good. I quite like it. All of like the new melodies introduced are like really, really good. They help like change up the song enough to make it so that's not like, you know, just copy and paste, kind of like how the original was in this bit. And it just makes it just stand out so much. And then there's the wind down at the end. These last 30 seconds are also just really good. It feels like, you know, Mickey's like just decaying slowly as the song concludes. It's just a very nice way to end off the song, and yet again, it just makes the song stand out from the other Really Psychotics. Overall, yeah, this song's just really fun, really catchy, just... I love it. S-. It's so good. This song is beautiful. It's genuinely such a good capturing of just emptiness. You wake up, you walk down the street, but there's nothing but a street. No birds chirping, no inhabitants to talk to, no one in any of the buildings around you. There's nothing. Nobody. You're completely alone.
And this song does a genuinely perfect job at capturing that fear of being alone. Mickey sounds really good. He sounds like he's just been longing and longing for someone to interact with. And BF sounds how he usually sounds. It's almost as if he's just completely oblivious to the fact that there's no one around them. He's just focused on singing with Mickey. And I also love, like, the melodies. This is not unhappy. Like, there is no references to Steamboat Willie or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in there, and I fucking love that. We don't need to rely on bullshit references. Let's go. See, I'm quite glad I just completely ditched the cheery tone of V1 and just stuck with the depressing atmosphere. It just works so much better. Another thing I really fucking love about this song is that the song is, like, constantly getting... There's, like, constantly more going on in the instrumental of the song. Like, it's building and building and building up to something. But then at the end, it just crashes back down. Because there is nothing to give. It's like you're bracing yourself for something to be around the corner, but then there's nothing there. It just further cements that you're all completely alone, and I love it. Overall, this is just an amazing tone setter. It's genuinely amazing. I adore it. S+. This song is magnificent. Ooh, Soulless Hell Sights. This one's really, really good. Mickey and BF sound about as they do in their in Bass Hell Sights, just with more notes. However, unlike something with like Soulless Overjoy, then the like added notes honestly just work a lot better. And the song isn't like nearly as like reference heavy as its original counterpart, so again it feels like a fully original song. As well as like the new melodies are like really, really good. They just add a lot more to the song. A nice way of varying things out, because the original version was, well, I wouldn't say repetitive, just definitely could use some more variation, and this definitely has that. I'll say, the biggest problem with the song is the mixing. It's not great. It's like when the intro is going ba 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 ba, it's like overpowering the vocals, especially BF. It's like it can get really hard to hear BF at times. I think he's always here well enough, but I still think he's like noticeably quieter than like the ba ba. Yeah, that's not great, but other than that, it's really intense. It's really good. And then Mickey does like a little laugh here, and it's fine. I don't really have any strong feelings about its laugh. It's not great, but whatever. But then Eco comes in, and
Ooh, does he sound good? He's using his Piblamp chromatic, and this might be one of the best usages of that chromatic I've ever seen. He sounds really, really good. It sounds awesome. Especially when he's like constantly switching between his like weak free atonal as well. It just creates a really nice flow, and it just sounds really, really nice. And the song just kicks back up, and it just gets intense again. Overall, the song's just very, very strong. However, there's one other problem I have with this song, and that has to do with this part. Oh God, why does he... They, like... I think they toned his laughing to make it so that, like, the atonal sounded, like, semi-different on each, like, hit. And it sounds so, like, weird. I don't like it. But then it, like, kicks back up, and then, like, Mickey sounds even more insane, especially when he goes, like... And it's, like... It's so good. I really, really like this song. This song's great. The mixing and the atonals part hesitates me from putting this in S, but honestly, A+. This is awesome. This song is awesome. Bolus Hellsight's version 2. Oh my god, this song is amazing. First off, the melodies were unlike V1, which was pretty note-filled. This really doesn't have, like, too many more notes than base Hellsight's, which makes the melodies a lot more followable. But it still feels harder because the song is just so much more intense. And Mickey as well. He sounds like he's fucking breaking down. He's just, like, completely lost it. It sounds amazing. The new key makes everything, like, more intense. The vocals sound even better in this new key. The instrumental is, like, really intense, and it just sounds just amazing. I love it. It all comes together to just make an absolutely incredible first half that just improves on Hellsight's and Soul Hellsight's in just every single way. In fact, the second half is still really, really good. It's not as strong because this is kind of where my problems start to arise. But first off, Mickey's laugh is way better here. It doesn't really feel like it's going through a rhythm. It's just like he's just maniacally laughing the whole time. And it just comes across way better in this version. And then Pico comes in. He's using a different chromatic, and it sounds a lot better. It sounds really, really good. Also, I didn't mention this, but the mixing overall is just better than the old Soul Hellsight's. It's a lot easier to hear the vocals, and it's just done a lot better. However, then the atonal part comes in, and I still cannot take Mickey's atonal seriously.
It definitely sounds a lot better, but it still doesn't sound great. And then BF comes in with the Sugar Moo BF Daytonas. Dude, those Daytonas make me fucking lose it every time I hear them, because they're so... I don't like them so much at all, but they sound so goofy that I just can't help but laugh. But thankfully, again, it's only for like a small portion of the song. The rest of the song is still amazing. I still love this song so much. S tier, it's so good.
Hello, Dark Angel here, and I'm here to rectify my mistakes for last time. Today, I will be talking about Unknown Suffering V3, so let's get into it. For starters, the opening. I like that the melodies of the opening sounds like they're leading into the Manic segment, instead of only using the Demon Laugh to lead into it. But yeah, I really like the melodies and normal Mickey's chromatic sounds great. This part, I don't have a lot to say. Manic Mickey sounds great. The melodies sound nice and are very catchy, though I guess if there's anything I could talk about in this part, it would be Mickey screaming. It just dragged everything to a halt and it sounded really weird musically, but whatever, I'll live. Especially since I like everything else. I don't have a lot to say about the instrumental either, other than it sounds good and it does a good job of complementing the song. So I guess the next thing to talk about is the slow section. Again, not much to say here, I just think it sounds very good, and it serves as a small break from all the intensity. But after the slower part, instead of a repetitive part of the song's main melody, we instead get into a build-up phase, and I honestly really like this phase. I love how the melody sounds. Mickey and BF sound really good duetting with each other, and I really like how this instrumental sounds building up. Although it does lead into the fake out, which I do have mixed feelings about. I like that they have the laugh lead into the melodies this time, instead of just starting out of nowhere. But I can't say that I'm a big fan of the instrumental here. It barely does anything to lead up to the melodies themselves. So yeah, this part is still my biggest problem of the song. But yeah, the post-fake out melodies still sound very good. I like how both singers sound, and I really like that this instrumental still has that opera-like vibe to it. But then afterwards, when this part is over, there's a second fake out. And this part sounds really good. I really like how they use both singers' high notes. They sound very good with these melodies. And I still like how the instrumental sounds in this part. And this song ending with the opening manic melodies was a great way to end the song off. So yeah, I really like this song. Definitely a big improvement over V2. Although I think that's the general consensus of this song. But whatever, I think the song is peak. But that's it from me. Hope you all have a good one, and now...
My time has come. You must continue your journey.
Oh, Unknown Suffering V3. Oh, this song is amazing. I love how these chromatics, insane chromatic just slowly comes in the opening until the song fully kicks right in. And oh my god, the vocals here are so good. They're so much more expressive than in V2. It just works so well. It really makes you feel like Mickey's just completely lost his mind. And I love it. The melodies themselves aren't that much different from V2, so I don't have a lot to comment there other than just the fact that they're a lot better just because they're sung a lot better. But the instrumental also just a lot more intense, and yeah, it's just really intense, and I really like it. And then the song goes into a repeat of the opening melody. However, there's like so much more like impact and stuff. It makes it feel so much more like eventful. It sounds so good. I will say after this, it just goes right into the like ending bit, and I do wish they would have kept the repeat of that da 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 da, because I really like those melodies. But oh well. And plus, the ending sounds so good now. It just has so much more impact than the original, and it just works so well. I still don't like these melodies as much as the first halves, but they're great. It sounds amazing still. I still love it a lot. And I also find this ending a little bit of an odd way to end off the song. Like, it's not bad, and it's like it's like using the first half's melodies, which again, I love a lot. However, at the same time, I feel like just ending on the like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, it just leaves it feeling like there's a lot to be desired. But it still sounds really good. I just find it weird. S-, just absolutely amazing. It was on the verge of greatness. It was this fucking close to being something special. Unknown Suffering Reanimated had all of the parts to be like something genuinely phenomenal. Well, but let's just start with the positives. First off, I fucking love Mickey's chromatic. It sounds a lot more like him than his Lens Infidelity Manic chromatic, and it just sounds so much more expressive. It just works so well. It sounds just completely insane. I love it. In fact, this instrumental does a very good job of just keeping the intensity up constantly throughout the song. It sounds really strong. I really like it a lot. And the melody as well, they are very strong constantly throughout the entire song. They sound amazing, especially in tandem with the instrumental, like when they do ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Like the instrumental stops when the melody says the ba-ba-ba, and it just hits so hard. Especially when Mickey's like laughing during one of them, it sounds so good. Why does BF sound like that? It is so shrill and high-pitched and annoying. I hate it. He sounds so bad most of the time. Like, there's some parts, like, during the, like, where he does not sound bad. He actually sounds okay, but, like, for the majority of the song, he's so fucking annoying. I hate him. And it just completely kills the song for me. And hell, Mickey ain't entirely safe from sounding bad. He sometimes sounds really bad as well. Like there's several melodies where like they end off with a long note, and that long note sounds like they're hitting the wrong note, and it sounds so awful and awkward. It just doesn't. Why are you like this? You're right there. Stop fumbling. I guess I kind of like this part. It sounds pretty good. I like how, like, empty Mickey sounds, like he just completely lost hope. But then, the last two turns of the song are just awful. Mickey's just sounds extremely shrill and very faint. It is barely possible to hear him. And it just sounds so awful. The vocals are so terrible in that part. this is just a song that frustrates me because there's so many good things it has going for it, but there's also just so much more things that just completely tank the song for me. D+, I guess. This song just frustrates me so much. Ejection Lapsus is great. This song is awesome. First off, again, like some of the other remixes of Ones and Vanilla songs we talked about, the melodies are not much different from the original version. However, they're sung with a lot more expression, and it just makes them sound a lot better. As well as, like, the new instrumental makes everything feel more eerie than the original version. It makes you feel even more like you just should not be watching this. It just does an amazing job at, setting the tone. Which is a better job with the tone than the original. And then the speed up part happens. I like how Mickey's chromatic sounds even more like his insane chromatic. It just sounds a lot nicer. Again, I don't have all too much to say. I still wish it was longer, and I still wish that, 2/3 of the song wasn't effectively the same melody. I wish there was a bit more variation, but at the same time, it's only 6 turns, so... yeah. I just kind of wish it was longer. Still, that song's awesome. It's still really, really good. A+. There's not a whole lot to say on this, because it just follows Ejection so closely, but this is still very, very, very good. I really like this a lot. Lapsus. This is a song I have very conflicting feelings on. On the one hand, I really like this song. On the other hand, this is just not even close to the same ballpark as the original Hellhole. Oh my goodness. But let's start off with positives. First off, ooh, these vocals are really good. They might honestly be a little better than the original, maybe? I don't know. They don't show a lot of expression. They're just extremely solid all around. And all of the like new melodies as well are also just extremely strong. Although I wouldn't say they're as good as the original, it's not like bad. They're still very good. And although this song is technically unfinished, so it's just because the mixing's unfinished, the song itself is fine. Really, for being unfinished, I genuinely would not notice that the mixing is off. It's not awfully mixed, in my opinion. It's just, I don't know, I can hear everything perfectly clearly. And yeah, if you told me this was the mixing was unfinished, I would be kind of shocked, honestly. But anyway, yeah. Satan's voice line here is pretty good. I don't know. It's a little hard to entirely make out what he's saying, but I don't mind how it sounds. It's fine. And then him actually singing, yeah, I quite like it. It's definitely a lot better than how he sounded in Bass Hellhole. That's also like the one part of Hellhole I didn't really like. And he still sounds fairly menacing while just, hitting harder, It just works a lot better, if you ask me. So you might be asking, what is about this version that you don't like as much as the original? And that's fairly simple. The instrumental just does not hit the same as the original. Like, the original had this, guitar and stuff, the chords were really nice. It made it all feel so much more emotional and stuff. Here, it's mostly just kind of rock, and that's it. And, I do like it. It makes it very intense, but I feel like it loses a lot of the emotion. And it's and the emotion of the song is just kind of being carried by the vocals, instead of, the whole song having all the emotion to it, like how the original did. And then this part is fine. I feel like the instrumental wasn't really doing a whole lot when Mickey's singing. And then when BF is singing it, I don't know, I don't really like how the instrumental sounds here. It sounds off. It doesn't feel like it fits in with, the rest of the song being, so really intense and stuff. It just doesn't really work tonally. And then it goes into swing for some reason, which that's just no. Why is this song in swing? That doesn't make sense. I don't really get it. And especially considering the turns sound really awkward. And then the song ends here with just more somber and calm melodies, which it's a fine enough way to end the vocals of the song. Although I do like that final struggle that the original version had. It just made everything hit a lot more, trying to find this one little bit of hope. Here it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't really work as well for me. It still sounds very good. Again, this song is great. It's an A tier, but I just feel like this song isn't nearly as good as the original version. Hellhole Remaster. this is genuinely incredible. First off, the vocals here, they have so much more expression in the original. It genuinely feels like they're just fighting their absolute hardest to get out of hell. It sounds genuinely incredible. The instrumental, like, has this perfect balance between, like, the emotion from the original with, like, the piano and stuff, and just, like, the, like, sheer, like, intensity of Lapsus. It's a really, really good balance, and it just sounds amazing. I love it. The melodies are mostly the same, but all the new ones just sound just so good. And, like, all the previous ones, just, again, with all the expression and, like, the determination of the vocals, it just hits so hard. Everything about the song just culminates into just being just absolutely phenomenal. Also, I just want to mention, the description says, like, bad mixing, which, like, I don't really get. Like, everything's perfectly clear, everything's, like, really well... I think everything's, like, really well mixed. It's just, everything's clear, everything's, like, just... it just meshes so well together. It sounds great. Anyway, then the devil shows up, and I'm assuming this is his disguised chromatic, which... it sounds great. I don't think it's, like, nearly as good as, like, the, like, poor man, like, how he is in Versiculus, but this still sounds very, very nice. And then he actually comes in with his real chromatic. And this is what I was looking for at OG Hellhole. This is just used as, like, I'm pretty sure this just uses Versiculus chromatic, and my goodness, it sounds so good. It has the force. It just sounds amazing. It's so just perfectly intense. I love it. I like the little back and forth bit they have. I like the instrumental only bit. That sounds really nice. Frankly, every single part of the song just sounds amazing. I adore it. This would, like, genuinely place first in Wednesday Infidelity. It's, like, genuinely that insanely amazing. Just with, like, it's just like a perfect combination of, like, the emotion of the original and the just intensity of Lapsus. It's just absolutely insane how just much it just improves on the song. And then, like, I really, really like this part right here. It serves as a very, very nice calm before the storm, while still feeling, like, kind of intense. It's just, like, building and building up to something. And then, like, Mickey sounds, like, genuinely amazing. It sounds like he's a fucking, like, breakdown crying. He's just, like, just in complete despair, just lost all hope. And again, they just give Mickey just so much more emotion, expression. It sounds phenomenal. And then BF solo here. God, I love it. It's just, he's reaching out to Mickey, trying to give him one last spark of hope to try and fight out of hell. And then Mickey goes back into his regular chromatic. He just sounds completely lost hope. And then they just, the duet, dude, it sounds so good! It sounds genuinely phenomenal. And then it all kicks back up. Just one last spark, one last fight. It's all they can muster, but it's just right there. They can make it. And the song just keeps going and going. And it's coming. It's about to build into this one last final fight. But what happened? It just ended. Um, this song isn't finished. And I don't know if it will be. And it's a shame. Those 5 minutes are genuinely some of the best 5 minutes I've ever heard in an FNF song. It sounds phenomenal in every single way. It is genuinely perfect in every single way. So yeah, and frankly, with what happened to Sandy, I don't know if I highly doubt the song will ever get finished. Apparently, he's making a farewell album to before he just leaves the internet, or at least leaves his current persona or something. And who knows? Maybe he'll finish that. Maybe he'll finish the song in the farewell album. But as it stands, this song is genuinely on the cusp of perfection, and I feel like it genuinely could be perfect if it was finished. As much as I want to give it a higher rank, I don't think it's be fair to give it anything higher than an S+. This song is, again, fucking beautiful, but it's just an absolute shame that it was never finished. Melancholy Mockery. This one's great, so great, man. I really like the instrumental here. It's very like simple and very piano focused. It really feels like something you could hear from an old Disney cartoon. It fits like a glove, honestly. BF sounds really nice. It sounds very expressive. Mickey sounds pretty nice. It sounds like he's like just finished crying, like still a bit sniffly, and I think it works pretty well. Honestly, I quite like it. And the melodies, they're probably the weakest aspect of the song, just because it's all basically just references. You know, Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, that one Mickey Genesis song that the mods keep referencing for some reason. You know, just. It's typical. It's nothing. The melodies aren't anything crazy, but the vocals definitely carry them. But they're still very, very nice to hear, and it's still a really good song. But yeah, I don't know. A-. It's very simple. I don't have a whole lot to say, but I quite like it. I mean, It's forensical. What do you want me to say about forensical? Mickey sounds genuinely insane. He genuinely just sounds like slowly losing his mind as the song goes on. It sounds awesome. And then like BF as well. He sounds perfectly normal at first, you know, great, but you know, nothing crazy. But like as the song goes on, he genuinely sounds scared by the end. It sounds awesome. And then like, you know, the melodies, they're all you know, they're all pretty much, you know, your happy melodies, but like they just have this extra bit of funk to it. And they just sound so good. And like all the new melodies I throw in there are amazing as well. It sounds just fantastic. And this instrumental, dude, it's so good. Like especially with like the collapse here, it's so jazzy and stuff. It just gives the song so much life and personality. I love it. And then the pop off at the end here. Holy shit. Both vocals just go all out. It's so fucking good. And then they like slide in, then the ending melody is It's a Small World, which like, it's genuinely so cleanly thrown in there. Like I genuinely didn't notice it until making this video. And it just flows in so naturally and perfectly. It's genuinely insane. This song is genuinely insane in how peak it is. P tier. It's so good. It's so fucking good. So before I move on, I want to let you on a little secret of mine. I don't think Versus Mouse is that bad. Like, it's bad, but I feel like the hate it gets is completely overblown. It's generally just made by inexperienced devs that have genuinely gotten better and made some really good stuff. Especially the 2.6 canceled build, which I see almost no one talk about because it's almost impossible to find. And it's a shame because that build actually has some really fucking good songs, which, yeah. And while I won't be talking about Mouse versus Mouse 2.6 today, it is apparently coming back. Like, it's getting a revive for at least 2.6. And, well, I want to talk about the one song that we know is coming in that update. I think it really says enough of how beloved this song is when even, like, the Versus Mouse haters can agree that this song is great. And yeah, no, Misery Style 2 is fucking incredible. I adore this song. First off, let's talk about Mickey's chromatic. This is like genuinely so much like better utilized than how it was in 2.5 and I think 2.0. I'm pretty sure this chromatic was in 2.0. It's just genuinely so much better utilized and it actually sounds great. And like the BF also sounds really, really good as well. He just sounds very, very good. And then the melodies as well they're just like, you know, the Misery melodies, you know? And they just give it that extra, like, little funk and edge, just make them sound genuinely great. I really like how they sound a lot. But, of course, the star of the show here is the instrumental, because, oh my goodness, This instrumental is incredible. And, like, it's just so, like, funky and stuff. And this is genuinely one of the best usages of a piano I've ever seen in an FNF song. Especially during the piano solo, which, like... this sounds awesome! The piano's just going off. Here, it just works so well. I love this song so much. I'll say, I don't have, like, the most things to say in this world about the song, despite how much I love it. Everything hits, all the chromatics are extremely expressive, the instrumental fucks. It's so awesome, man. It takes what was originally just a really, really bad song into just something so, like, genuinely incredible and special, even in spite of its simplicity. It's just so good. P tier, dude. I fucking adore this. Misery V5 is my favorite version of Misery. And oh my god, it's so good. First off, I really like Mickey's chromatic. It's very soft, but I don't know, it quite works for me. It just makes him sound, honestly, just kind of sound like a little guy. I really, really like how it sounds. And BF as well sounds really, really good. The instrumental isn't quite as good as Misery Style 2, but I think where it excels is when how it pairs with the vocals. It's like when they're singing like the long notes together, like the vocals and the instrumental blend together, and to make this like really nice sound, and it just sounds really neat. And the melodies are a lot different from any of the other versions of Misery. It definitely makes it stand out a lot more. I like the little high energy it has. It just sounds really, really nice overall. And like the little like retro instruments going it just sounds really good. It just sounds so nice. And then these last like 30 seconds here. Oh, it sounds so good. I like the like change in tone. It just makes it feel like everything's like starting to go wrong. It sounds really, really good. I really like it a lot. Well, it still has like that high energy that the first half had in a way. I really, really like this. Sure, the instrumental isn't quite as good, but honestly, the vocals are just genuinely insane. I love them. P tier. The best version of Misery, in my opinion. This version of Welcome is insane. I really like this song a lot. First off, we have the first 2 minutes of the song, which this is probably the weakest part of the song, but I'm very fond of it. It sounds really good. Honestly, the way I like feel about this and the way like the song just feels to me, it feels like it should fit. It feels like something I could hear from something Disney related, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel right. And frankly, that's what they were going for, and they excelled at that. This sounds like so close to feeling right, but it just doesn't, and it just doesn't sit well with you. And I love that. It just gives the song like so much more like intrigue to it. And as for everything else, Mickey sounds pretty good. Again, it's kind of like, it almost sounds like Mickey, but it just feels off at the same time. And I quite like it. BF also sounds pretty good. It just sounds nice. This is a very like nice and calm section to start off the song. The instrumental's also pretty good. The piano sounds really nice. Overall, these first like 2 minutes are just a really nice section. It's a nice vibe, even if it feels a little off. It sounds really, really great. And the melodies as well. They're also pretty good. I'll say the vocals are definitely doing them a lot more justice than it will be otherwise. The melodies aren't anything crazy, but the vocals sing them very, very well. However, after the first 2 minutes go by, then things start to take a turn, and the song just kind of stops. And then the violin kicks in, and everything starts to get more intense. And we get into the second part of the song, where everything just starts building up. And then Mickey starts singing. Holy shit, this might be my favorite comeback in the whole video. Well, aside from, like, maybe a couple later on, but we'll see. But, like, this is probably one of my favorites. It's so good. It sounds like a fucking mangled corpse screaming in agony for help. It sounds incredible. BF still sounds really, really good. And then, oh my god, the melodies are, like, extremely catchy. It's just, it's such a nice groove. I love it. Like when I first heard the song, I genuinely got out of my seat and started dancing. It sounds insanely good. It just sounds so good. And then this duet section with a little ba ba ba. Oh, I love it. This song is just so catchy. And like the instrumental as well, it sounds really good. The beat goes in, the violin occasionally coming in every now and then sounds insanely good. And like the little bah, bah, it just makes everything so intense here. I love it so much. This like second part of the song is just absolutely insane. I love it. And then the song takes another pause. But this time there's like actually stuff going on. And ooh, this sounds really nice. It feels like you're just walking down like the stairs to the basement, trying to investigate like the noises that are coming from it. It sounds like there's like wood creaking. It sounds really nice. And then you are met with just this poor entity just staring at you. And then, yeah, this ending just sounds insanely amazing. The violin just goes in here, and it sounds great. The vocals sound as good as they do in the second part, and yeah, it's just... This song's just absolutely phenomenal. Another P tier. My goodness, this is amazing. Misery from Clubhouse Birthday Party is, yeah, it's pretty good. I'll say it's nothing like crazy or anything, but I do quite like it. First off, I think Mickey sounds pretty good here. I like his chromatic quite a bit. It definitely reminds me of the Crazy Injection Mickey chromatic a bit. And I've mentioned, and like I said in my ranking of Crazy Injection, I really like that chromatic, so yeah, I quite like this chromatic. And then, BF sounds pretty good as well. It's not nothing crazy, but I do quite like how he sounds. The instrumental as well is also pretty freaking good. I like how the violin sounds, the piano sounds nice, and the snaps are a really nice addition, and it just, yeah, the song is just a very solid instrumental. And then I really like these melodies, especially the duets. They sound really good. The back and forth here is also pretty good. It's pretty catchy melody, honestly. I'll say this song doesn't really do anything to, like, you know, it doesn't really do anything that, like, special or outstanding. Although I do still quite like how it sounds a lot. It's a pretty good song. Just not one I have a whole lot to say. And it's not a song with a whole lot of substance to it. It's a solid B tier, but not really something I'd ever come back to. Cemetery is very short, and I have very little to say about it. It's a pretty good song, even if it is only a minute long. I like how Felix sounds. He sounds pretty good, and again, it's not exactly the most fitting chromatic for him, but it does sound pretty good. BS sounds really odd. like, I feel like I feel like that's supposed to be a different character, but it isn't, and that's weird to me. If it's supposed to be a different character, let me know. I have no clue. The instrumental's fairly simple, but it's pretty neat, and the melodies are pretty catchy. I know I don't have a lot to say about this, but the song is only 70 seconds, or is only like a minute long, so there's really not a whole lot to say about it. And yeah, I don't know, it's only a minute, but it's a pretty good minute, so I'm gonna give it a B tier. It's not too bad. I also don't have a favorite part for this song since it's only a minute, so let's just move on. Oh, Narcissus is great. It took a little while for me to grow in this one, but oh boy, this song's great. This song's just great. First off, I really just like the playful energy of this song. It feels like no matter how much Donald tries to make this feel like an intense confrontation, Mickey's just there making it feel so playful, because, well, he's the mascot. Everyone loves him. There's no point in arguing. I think the song does a really good job of just displaying Mickey's narcissism. As for Donald, yeah, he sounds great. The chromatic just fits him perfectly. It's literally exactly how I imagine a Donald chromatic to sound. And Mickey also sounds pretty good as well. Like I said, the instrumental has this like really playful energy to it that just makes everything feel so unserious, and I really like that, honestly. But the main star here is the melodies. They are addictingly catchy. Like, especially like the main chorus, the ba da ba 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 da ba ba. Ooh, it's just so nice. Overall, the song is great. If I had to name like one problem, I suppose that the song is a bit gets a bit samey and repetitive after a while. Like, this part definitely keeps things, like, different enough, but at the same time, I feel like the rest of the song is extremely samey and repetitive. And, I don't know, I just feel like there could have been maybe a bit more done to it, but what we have is still really good. Yeah, not much more else to say. Very catchy, great chromatics, fun little instrumental. I really like this song. A tier. Hello World. Oh god, this one's so good. First off, just, my goodness, the whole vibe around the song is so charming. It has this weird sense of nostalgia to it that I can't quite put my finger on, but it just has that weird sense of charm. And it just sounds really nice. Marcus sounds really, really good. He sounds like pretty close to Mickey on, and yeah, I don't know, it just sounds like he's just having a great time. The BF as well sounds pretty good. They're both just super expressive throughout the entire song. And especially like the high notes they hit, it's so good. It sounds so nice. And like the melody as well, they're so nice. Like especially the like main melody with the ba da ba 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 da ba ba ba. Whew, it sounds so nice. And like I said, the high notes here are so good. I love it. And the instrumental is also really, really nice to listen to. I just like the little like whistling at the start with the God. This song is just has a boatload of charm to it that just makes me so freaking happy. I love this song so much. Really addictive and catchy. Great vocals. Just an overall sense of whimsy and charm to it. God, this song's awesome. S tier. This is just freaking fantastic. Crisis is an absolute vibe. Whew, this one's great. First off, the vibe of this one's also really nice. It feels like an actual, like, rap battle out in the streets. At least that's the vibe I get from this. And it just sounds really nice. The instrumental is pretty simple, nothing crazy here, but I do like it. And when it does kick up, it's honestly really nice. It really makes it feel like an actual rap battle, honestly. You know, with like all the support, with all like of Marco's gang just like snapping their fingers, like keeping up the beat. It's just really charming. I really like it. It really makes it feel like Marco's gaming is like actually like helping him like with the beat and stuff. It sounds really good. And then the melodies are also pretty good. They're pretty catchy. They're just overall really nice. However, the star of the show here is the vocals for me. They take what are to be pretty solid melodies in a vacuum, and they just have, but they have so much personality in their voice, and it just adds a whole nother layer to it, and it makes it sound genuinely so much better than it normally would have. Like, especially when the red Mickey with the purple pants starts like dancing. I feel like that's when the song like fully just like kicks in. And it just sounds really nice. Yeah, I don't know. The song's very simple, and it's just mostly like helped out by the like genuinely amazing vocals here. Honestly, I'd give this an A+. This is just really, really fun and charming. I don't know if I want to give it S just because I feel like it's just, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't do anything absolutely like outstandingly amazing here. The vocals are just like really freaking good, and the song as a whole is just really charming. But still, this song is great. I really like it a lot.
Isolated from Funkin.avi redone. This one's actually really good. I'll say Funkin.avi redone is definitely a noticeably weaker version of Funkin.avi for me, but I still want to talk about this because I do have things to say about it. But yeah, this one's actually really good. First off, I honestly really like these chromatics. They're not nearly as good as how Avier and Evil Rit sound in regular Funkin.avi, but frankly, Avier's chromatic definitely sounds a lot more like a Mickey chromatic. It definitely functions a lot better. And I like how soft Evil Rit's chromatic is. It definitely gives off this feeling that it's like luring Mickey into like a false sense of security. It sounds really nice. The instrumental isn't very much different from Isolated, but it's pretty good. And the melodies are literally just the exact same. I'll say for one thing, I really just do not like the lyrics here at all. They're really the thing that's just completely dragging the song down. I don't like the performances. They just don't really sing the lyrics all too well. And they're just very quiet and mumbly, and it's just hard to hear what they're saying, and they just don't say it well. I don't really like it. And, I mean, it's not... And the lyrics themselves are okay. However, I feel like the way they're like strung together and like the do, it just doesn't really work that well. I feel like if they like actually like changed up the melodies to make sense that the lyrics would work better, I think maybe this song would be the lyrics would be a lot better. But yeah, the lyrics aren't great. They're definitely a thing holding this one back a lot for me. However, it's still isolated. The melodies are still amazing. These vocals are like genuinely insanely good. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say again. I don't think they're better, but they definitely have good ideas. And I do really like how they sound a lot. And the whistling honestly sounds really nice. Overall, it's not a bad song by any means. It's just, matter of fact, this song, it's still isolated. I still love this. It's still an S-, but it's not quite as good as Isolated, I'll say. Yeah, this one isn't great. Lunacy is, kinda bad. I'm gonna be real. Alright, first off, the vocals, they're probably my favorite thing about Isolated Redone. Here, they are not good. Wonderful. First off, Evil Rit's soft chromatic that I really liked in Isolated Redone just doesn't work here. Cause, like, Evil Rit's chromatic is soft. And which worked in Isolated because it felt like, he was luring Avier into a false sense of security. But now that he's like turning into a demon, because he's the devil from the Bible, the softer chromatic just doesn't work here. And it just leads to his melody just not really working that well. And Avier doesn't really fare much better. Like, he sounds okay, I guess. But I don't know, I don't really get anything out of this performance personally. It's just not great. And I feel like I feel like the vocals kind of detract from like the feeling and like bass lunacy of like how panicked it was, how like panicked it felt. Here it's just kind of The dialogue is, I feel like the dialogue in like this entire mod is just extremely unnecessary. Like it's like, oh, you seriously hurt Minnie, you have done the bad thing. No, oh no. But it's just like the opening cutscene kind of relays all that, and it just feels very unnecessary, and I don't feel like it just adds anything at all. The instrumental feels a lot more like feels a lot emptier than the original version. I don't know if that's just because the vocals are not like pulling their weight like in the original, but here it just doesn't feel like it's like as like, I don't want to say frantic, but you know, it felt like something's about to go down. Here it's just kinda And I mean, the melodies in this song are like the same as they are in Bass Lunacy. They're just, you know, sung worse. And I do like the Lunacy. Again, I do really like Lunacy's melodies, but they just don't really sound that great because I don't really like the vocals here. All in all, yeah, this one's rough. I don't really like the vocals. The instrumental is just kind of okay, and the melodies, although still good, just aren't sung super well. It's not great. D+, I'm not a fan of this one. I feel like it could be good, but I don't know. I feel like the best way to fix it is just to give Evil Rat a more like a chromatic that would better like fit this song, if that makes sense. Whatever. Let's just move on to our final segment.
Described progressive supranuclear palsy in 1964.
In my opinion, Must Endemic is the best FNF song in terms of storytelling. I love how, like, somewhat playful the energy is at the start here. It feels like Mickey is, like, just ready to go out giving gifts, and he puts on, like, the facade that he's just giving gifts out of the good of his heart. He's not. He's just a greedy man who's just giving so that he can get stuff back. And I love, like, the usage of the song that's sampled here, As the World Caves In by Matt Maltese. A song about two people embracing each other as they accept their death. But at the same time, I didn't notice it was As the World Caves In when I first heard this song, even though I've heard this song before. Instead, because Matt Maltese's voice is like a lot higher pitched for Mickey's here. It's kind of like this weird distortion, as if it's the inverse. He's not ready to let go. He's not ready to accept death. Not what he can just give and get back. He has so much left to give, and he has so much more to get. And I probably wouldn't think this way if the other two songs, the song samples, don't sound at least pretty similar to how they sound in the original songs. Speaking of which, the counting sheep part. I like how much more frantic it is. Almost as if Mickey's realized that the disease he's been given by God. So, he rushes, running to as many people as he can to give in hopes of getting back. He doesn't have much time left. Might as well make the most of it. He doesn't have to give, he doesn't want to give, but he wants something. He wants to give, so he'll be given back. And he does get given back. He'd been given back by God. Disease. A gift. And well, his ego, his selfishness, he just doesn't have much time left. And he has to accept the fact that he just can't, his body won't be able to function soon. But he just keeps giving. He doesn't take the sign from God, he just keeps on giving and giving. Always expecting something back, but not getting anything in return. Because he doesn't care about anyone but himself. And well, no falsely altruistic people should be rewarded. Should they? And then we get to the blood in the water section. Oh, this one's really good. Mickey's chromatic is it's like, it sounds so wrong, ill, as if his body is progressing to the later stages and it's becoming harder and harder for him to like speak. I love he's like singing over BF and F for a lot of this song, as if like he can't like really hear that well anymore, so he doesn't even notice that BF is singing. It sounds really, it's such a good display of just his state. And then here, it's as if his own like consciousness is screaming at him, begging him to stop. But of course, Mickey doesn't listen. He's just too absorbed in himself, believing he should be given gifts. He should be seen as, well, a better person than, well, he actually is. But never comes to him. And it gets to the point where he can't see, he can't speak, he can't hear, and he can't give. All he can do now is just talk with a text-to-speech function. He doesn't look back on his life in a meaningful way. He doesn't look back on what he could do better. All he does is complain and complain. Complain that God didn't give him what he wanted. He complains about how he never got anything in return. He complains about the gift he's been given. The only gift he was ever given. It's a genuinely perfect display of how little Mickey values his own life and just is so absorbed in himself. The song is fucking beautiful when it comes to its storytelling.
A neurologist described progressive supranuclear palsy in 1964.
And that's just how the song does its story. I haven't gone through how it sounds, which, woohoo! This is genuinely phenomenal. First off, I love how Mickey sounds in the As the World Caves In section. It just sounds really, again, it sounds really odd, on and off from the song, as if, you know, he doesn't like, you know, not ready to die, he's not ready to just accept his fate. It sounds really good. And then BF throughout the entire song, it sounds amazing. It's generally one of the best BF performances I've ever seen in an FNF song. He's just so expressive throughout the whole thing. I love it. And then the instrumental, it's really simple here. You know, there's always the guitar sounds really nice. And like the piano as well, it sounds really good. And like the melodies here during the it's oddly like soothing and it just sounds so nice to listen to. And I'll just again Mickey's samples sound great. I love As the World Caves In. It's one of my favorite songs ever. So like this was a nice surprise. And then the Counting Sheep segment. I'll say of the three sample segments, Counting Sheep definitely sounds the most like Mickey. Yeah, but I don't feel like it's like that crazy or anything. But I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. I feel like Mickey's more of a way to portray like a vessel of someone that gives then doesn't give back. Which, frankly, considering Mickey and Disney, I think Mickey was a pretty good character to use that as like a template for. I love how they like sample the chorus of Count Cheap here. It sounds like he's just begging to God for a gift. It sounds really, really nice. And then I'm assuming the deeper voice here is God, considering he and like Mickey kind of like sing at the same time. I'm assuming like the deeper voice is God, and he sounds really good. I really like how God sounds. And him and Mickey have like a pretty good like singing together. They just sound great. BF sounds great here as well. He sounds amazing. It sounds just incredible. I love it. And then like this part where like it feels like all three of them like cutting each other off here. It sounds really good. It just sounds really, really nice. I really like it a lot. And then we get to the Blood in the Water section. Mickey's chromatic here definitely sounds really weird. I can definitely see why someone would like it because it's a lot louder. But I really, really like how it sounds. Again, like I said, it sounds like his body's just deteriorating. And yeah, it sounds really nice. I really like the part where they like just sample the actual lyrics from the song. Like they have like the lyrics of Blood in the Water in here. It's really fucking good, and it just hits so hard. Like, oh my god, I love this song so much. I genuinely can't think of anything wrong with it, or anything it could do better. It's genuinely that insanely good. And then the ending, which, even setting aside how perfect the text-to-speech is, like, genuinely, if you didn't have the text-to-speech there, that would make the song so much worse. It took a minute for me to get used to how the text-to-speech sound, but now I just really like it. And I love how, like, stress on the eyes. It oddly gives it a little bit of personality. It makes it feel like the text-to-speech, like, stressing on the eyes is just like further just insinuating how, like, he's just, like, complaining about how he didn't get anything. It's genuinely insanely well done. And then BF just singing through all of it. It sounds so good. This is genuinely one of my favorite FNF songs of all time. It's in my top 5 FNF songs. This song is incredible. It does everything it sets out to do perfectly, and it just sounds amazing. I adore it to death. Everest. This song is perfect.
Give is all I've done, and yet not a single gift has reflected back to me. Doesn't God like people who give? Do I not give? What I am doing is not wrong. I give, and yet my heart doesn't fill. I am see, I am hear, I am speak, I am give, I am get, give, I am give. Is this God's way of telling me I cannot give no longer? I am giving, but my entire body rot. They said giving will always give you back, but all I've been given is pandemic. I give no longer.
And that was the mouse. And that was my rankings. This was a lot of fun to do, honestly. It was really nice talking about a bunch of like canon mods I like and just songs in general that I just really enjoy a lot. So yeah, I don't know. Here's my list of like all 50 songs against each other. Yeah, this is a really stacked list, honestly. I had a ton of fun making this. So, we have 2 rankings of the Mouse Marathon left. Obviously, the last one is going to be Funkin.avi, but what is the penultimate one? Well, I'm sure you all have been waiting for this one. I know it. That mod, of course, being Versus Mouse Rookies Edition! Hell yeah! This is definitely what you all have been waiting for. Man, I'm excited to cover this one. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Plus, I'm gonna need to cover a much shorter mod after that. It won't be till next year, though, because, frankly, I am very tired. So, yeah. Stay tuned for whenever that happens. And, bye-bye!